the child is really getting more in touch with his or her feelings and developing and growing in terms of getting that language of feelings, you know, discovering and learning about how it feels inside. So I guess what I'm asking is, how can we take the process of art therapy and use it in a way that can be user-friendly to children of all ages? So if you can just talk a little bit about art therapy as a technique for children with particular difficulties, and then the process itself for the broader population of children. Whoever would like to begin.
Yeah. Well, art therapy is really for everyone, essentially. Like, it's for all ages of children and adults, and it's oftentimes things are stigmatized when the word therapy is attached to something, but really it's about like growth and freedom of expression and self-understanding and nurturance. And so, like, there are some people that would definitely specifically benefit from art therapy treatment, such as someone that's mute. But in general, it's really open to like absolutely everybody.
I was in an elementary school, and some of them are lunchtime groups, and art and lunch doesn't go so well together, the food and the art materials, but invariably the kids will gobble down their food and say, okay, when can we get to the art? So they just love it, and they embrace it, and they're very expressive with it, and that's a way for them to communicate with one another. And it's also a way for them to form a connection, because they get to know each other as individuals, but they get to know each other through what each one has created, and that's a connection too.
So they're connecting with each other as people, as individuals, and the art is like another bridge. It's another like point of contact. They can use that as something that they can share and talk about or work on together. I'm just wondering how we can take some of this, these ideas into the home with families. You know, how can parents, like, how can they work with children who may be withdrawn or who are acting out? Just how can they use the time to give children this gift, really, the gift of time and the gift of allowing children to play with materials and to discover, really, you know, what they're feeling inside, and how to work with those feelings, you know, how to accept them and learn what they're about.
Yeah, I think the key in what you're saying is about like giving time and carving out some time during the week, you know, and really setting that aside. One good thing for parents to do is really establish a special time for the two to do something special together, and arts is such a nice thing. Just having a range of materials around the house and a space, could be like the dining room table, can really integrate arts and communication into the home and open up discussions and healing. This amazing project at Goddard Riverside Community Center last year for Martin Luther King's Peace Day celebration, and it was an intergenerational project where kids and adults and seniors and homeless adults sculpted puppets and then had like a Peace Day parade. And there were probably about 60 or 70 puppets that were used there, and done a lot of kind of intergenerational projects with puppets. And they're just a neat thing, and the idea of puppetry really was a gift in a way that emerged from working with the kids and art therapy work. So.